The election's coming up. Mail-in ballots have been in the news, but have you ever seen one? Going to vote in person can be a wonderful experience. You can feel very patriotic, and you may want to vote in person, and that's great. I support that. If you have to drive a great distance, or you have to have a hardship because you have to leave your family, your new baby. Now, let's say you have a new baby, or let's say that you're a person who can't go out in public right now because of COVID, then you have to have another option. Colorado's been doing mail-in ballots for a long time. So I opened my envelope, and these are the things that I have inside. Voter instructions, my official ballot, attention notice, because they're worried about me voting in person because it might not be safe. You know, you guys saw those long lines on TV. You don't want to vote like that. You might not even get to. Totally support mail-in voting because this is easy. This is a no-brainer. Voting by mail isn't new. It dates back to the 19th century. People are worried about maybe overwhelming the post office, but they're not talking about drop-off boxes. We just drop our ballots in the drop-off box. It's really easy. You don't have to mail in the... Guys, you don't have to mail in the ballot. People who live far away from the drop-off boxes will be the ones who are mailing in their ballots. Everybody else is going to be using the drop-off boxes. Reasons for using ballot drop boxes. Eliminate the middleman, allowing voter to deliver ballot in person. Meet your voting deadline with confidence. Drop off your vote to avoid the spread of COVID. Locate your polling place and drop box before Election Day. Most states have early voting, and you don't need an excuse to vote early. Some states offer curbside voting. You can request an absentee ballot from your state. We're going to have to get used to the idea that we're not going to know right away who won. But that's why we need to have early voting. We want our votes to be received safely and surely. So take your ballot to the drop-off box. You may have heard a lot of stuff in the news like, oh, mail-in ballots don't work. In fact, the research shows that there is less voter fraud with mail-in ballots. And it doesn't mean that everybody has to do it that way. Voting is just the thing here, guys. Voting.
I voted.
Find out more about mail-in voting and drop boxes in your county in the link below.